This helmet is fitted with lights.
You know, the whole thing with the Apple Watch,
MIPS is a brain protection system.
it doesn't work.
Hi, I'm ALLAN, KARL, WorldRider, and welcome to my YouTube channel, WorldRider-TV. Hey, many of you will know me for my travels by motorcycle all over the world, 80 countries, some 100,000 miles or 160,000 kilometers, from exotic places, from Syria to Sudan to Madagascar to Moldova and China, and all over the world. And one of the things I can say about my channel is, yeah, I usually bring you food, I bring you culture, I bring you unique people, I bring you stories and exotic places. I don't do a lot of reviews here on my channel, but I have to say that because I travel so much, I put all my gear through the punches. I mean, I give it wear and tear. And so I'm very selective about what I use for various things, whether it's for creating these videos and filming and photography, to tires, to my gear that I do, to my helmet. I'm very passionate because I've gone through a lot of motions to pick what I believe works for me and possibly could work for you. So occasionally I feel just like I need to share some cool things that I use. And most of the stuff I buy with my own pocket, my own credit card out of my pocket. I don't accept somebody coming to me saying, hey, wear our boots, do this, do that. You know, unless it's something I've been curious about and I think I should at least give it a try. Otherwise, what I bring to you on my channel is product I use, and I tell you here why I use it. So today, I'm going to talk about a product that I just got. And this is about a bicycle product. This is not about a motorcycle product. And I am a cyclist. I am now an e-bike. I've got my Gazelle Ultimate T10 Plus UMB or whatever it's called. It's just the coolest thing, built in the Netherlands. I love it. When I'm not out there traveling the world, I prefer to cruise in my own little backyard here on my e-bike. But the one thing we do share, motorcyclists and bikelists, is that we're both invisible to other drivers. And that's why it's important for us to make sure that we do whatever possible to make us more visible, to increase our conspicuity, as I like to say, to make us more conspicuous, to increase our visibility. That can be lights, reflective material. I don't know if you watch, I did a review for another cycling product here, my Ortlieb high-vis back roller panniers. It's a really cool technology. They have this reflective thread woven into these panniers so that at nighttime and at dusk, if a headlight hits it, man, it lights up. So today we're going to talk about a very unique product that is also for protection of your body, your head in particular, and it also increases your visibility, and that is the Lumos Ultra Helmet. And we're going to get into that in just a minute. So while I'd like to kind of share unique things about these products, it is not a main feature of my channel, but I'd be curious about your opinion on this one. So maybe leave a comment what you use, what you're thinking. Do you want to see some more reviews on here, or would you like to just stick to the exotic riding footage all over the world? And of course all the interviews from the Journeys webcast. So leave a comment, and if you're not subscribing yet and you're watching this video as a curiosity, hit that subscribe button, because you not only get kind of exotic locales, but you do get some really inside tips and perception on this product. Now, Lumos is a company that was formed several years ago as a result of an initial Kickstarter campaign 4 or 5 years ago, and they introduced the very first, from what I understand, illuminated helmet, a helmet fitted with not only lights but also Bluetooth technology that enabled other kinds of features that we're going to talk about, particularly on the Ultra helmet. So that's a little bit about Lumos' story. The Ultra was also launched through crowdfunding. I just received it about a week ago, so this is more of a first impression and some interesting thoughts about what I think of this helmet, and as I've been using it for the last week. So let's get into it. Take off these shades and say hello. Okay, So, as I said, this helmet is fitted with lights. So that will help increase that conspicuity, make you more conspicuous, visible, seen by other motorists. So that will increase your frequency. You know, it's true that motorcycle accidents and bicycle accidents that are caused by other drivers usually is because they didn't see the bike or the motorcycle or the rider. And that's because we've got a lower profile, and besides, car drivers and truck drivers are not looking for bikes or motorcycles. They're looking for other cars, and that's what they're conditioned to. That's the muscle memory for them. The Lumos Ultra, first of all, it's currently priced at $119.95. Now they've got from their first Kickstarter, they've got a Kickstart version called the Kickstart. They've got a Kickstart Lite. They also have a Matrix. It's kind of more of a skateboard street helmet, and they have one called Street. And they've got other different kinds of accessories and things like that I'll talk about. But this is the Lumos Ultra. It's their newest product. It features 3 lights. It features a white, bright front light, and it features 2 lights in the rear that are either red or amber, depending on various modes, which we're going to get into. Now, when I first got this helmet, I was very excited because I have been riding this e-bike every day. I mean, in a year, I've put almost 3,000 miles on it. And before this was available, and I waited like 7-8 months for this helmet. This has been in production for quite some time. I used the Smith helmet. But one thing, the Smith helmet, and this is a great, comfortable helmet, is they both feature a technology called MIPS. MIPS. Now, MIPS is a brain protection system, and what it does, because rotational movement of your brain, you know, in a fall and an accident, can cause more severe brain damage or brain injury. This reduces that rotation by some percentage. I don't know the exact science. Maybe by the time I produce this video, I'll put up a little thing here that gives you a little bit more. The MIPS is an option that you have to pay extra for. The MIPS version, it's an add-on. There's another add-on too that's a more high-tech remote that we'll get into. But in short, this helmet has 3 modes right out of the box for the lights. Okay, this helmet can be paired to your phone by a Bluetooth. It can be paired to up to 2 remotes, and it also works with an Apple Watch. So if you're an Apple Watch user, you're going to like what this does, because these 2 lights on the back not only provide visibility, but they act as turn signals too. Let's just show you on the back here. This is the on-off switch, and right below it, there's a little door that flips open. That is a USB-C charging cable port. So you plug the USB-C cable in here and then into your charger, and that charges it. Lumos says that these helmets get you 3 hours of riding time, which is quite significant, and that depends on various modes. So I haven't done a ride more than an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes, and I've played with all the different modes, and I've never run down the battery. So it's at least that good. It probably would even go longer than that. One of the things I think is odd when I do charge it, I don't get a confirmation light, like a small little light saying you're charging or charging's complete. But what I've been doing is I don't turn the helmet on before I put it on my head, okay? Usually I put it on my head, attach the chin straps here, secure that, and then I found myself for the first couple days fumbling to find that on-off. There is a little indent here that tells you where that is, but it's not super tactile. So I kind of was getting frustrated because I would have to pull the thing off. Can't I find that? So then I figured out there's a neat way, an easy way to do it, and you might enjoy this too. Is in the back here, you can see this kind of vented design for the helmet. Is I put my hand in here, put these 4 fingers in here, and then that positions my thumb just perfect to go right over that top part. And at that point, using my thumb, it's a little easier to find that tactile, and you just push it once real quick, and we're on. And you can see the red lights on the back are flashing. You can see flashing in the front. There's actually 2 ways to change the lighting here. I'll show you how to do it just without any app, without any other equipment. It's just flick the switch once, it goes into solid. Flick it again, and you got rapid flash. So there's 3 lighting modes on this. Rapid flash, as we're doing. Just regular flash or slow flash if you prefer. And then solid. Pretty cool. Now, let's power this off for a minute. Hold the button in for a few seconds till you hear the confirmation beep, and then you're powered down. I spared you the whole unboxing ceremony that so happens here on YouTube and just kind of really getting into the product. But I will show you really quickly what this helmet comes with. First off, it gives you a USB cable. But let me tell you, this is not an ordinary USB cable. It's actually braided and kind of, not plastic, it's kind of a almost cloth type of feel. It really is a nice high quality cable, and it's red, so it's easy to see. You also get, it's included in the price of the helmet, which is called the Lumos Remote Lite. And they call it Lite because they do have a more advanced remote that is an option that you can buy in addition. You mount it to the handle with a couple O-rings and a little shim plate so that it makes sure it doesn't rotate. Pretty cool. What this does is allows you to activate the turn signals for the bike. You also get, I can't remember whether I paid extra for this or not, but this is a visor, so you can fit this in your helmet if you're out on a sunny day. That'll help shield your eyes. And this thing, they call it a bug catcher. Bug catcher. I guess at nighttime here in California, I do have realized when I'm out a little late, there are more bugs out. Probably in other parts of the country, you might have that during the day. You also get a little sticker if you want to go ahead and modify your helmet. I find that Lumos has done a really excellent job with. There's a QR code on this card. They're keeping packaging to a minimal, reducing waste, more sustainable, all the directions, and they're very good online through this, scanning this QR code. Of course, they want you to give you a review, so they give you another QR code on the back, but I'm giving a WorldRider-TV review for Lumos Ultra right now. The other thing I ordered when I did this, and I ordered it through my through the crowdfunding campaign, is the Lumos Remote. Now the Lumos Remote is a little bit heavier and has more functionality than the Lumos Remote Lite. Now the difference between the two is this certainly turns the signals on left or right, but this has got a rechargeable battery, where this uses a CR02 battery, like a watch battery. This is rechargeable, but I have to say, I don't understand why Lumos didn't make this a USB-C charging port on the remote. They did it on the helmet. Why didn't they do it here? And even so, using this kind of, you'll see kind of a weird, there's it's magnetic, so it works like the old MagSafe on the Apples, so it adheres. But unlike the MagSafe, there's only one way to go, and you can kind of feel it because it gets more solid. Otherwise, it rocks. Now, so it has to be charged, the rechargeable battery, which is nice, but I'm going to tell you right now, Lumos, I have tried again and again to pair this with my helmet. I had no issue pairing, because you can pair up to 2 remotes with your helmet. I had no issue pairing the Lumos Remote Lite, but with this, they tell you. Now I'm going to show you this. I'm going to spare you about the whole pairing the helmet. I've already done that to my watch, to my phone, to this remote, but I've been unable to get this thing to work. What also important to note, an additional safety feature that the Lumos Remote gives you, not just left and right signals, this includes an accelerometer. And what that's for, it detects when you're going faster or slower. So as you're going slower, coming up to a spot, it engages these lights to flash faster and act as a brake light, so people know that you're slowing down. This is something I ordered extra. I paid the extra amount on the Kickstarter campaign, and yet since I've got it home, I haven't been able to get it to pair. And I'm going to try it once more for you live, so you can see I'm not just blowing smoke here. The way you put, like all many Bluetooth items, is you hold the power switch on until, there you go. Both lights are blinking amber now. That's in pairing mode. Now what Lumos says, and they give you a special QR code just for using the Lumos Remote and pairing it and getting it set up so the accelerometer and the braking light works. You click this, and I followed this several times, so I know it by heart by now. They say to get this remote as close as possible to the helmet, even touch it, they say, so I'm touching it, you can hear that. And then to hold both buttons down until both buttons flash an amber color. Here we go. Now I hold it and hold it and hold it. Here we go, I'm holding it. I mean, I don't want to bore you. The helmet is in pairing mode, but all that does, you can see it flashes on the right signal turn, 2 reds really fast. It doesn't work. So Lumos Remote fails. It doesn't work. Now I've reached out to them. I haven't heard. Hopefully we can solve this problem, but right now I can't vouch for this accelerometer, this Lumos Remote. It's not working. But let's take it out of pairing mode, turn the helmet off for a minute, and let's show you some of the other cool features. Okay, the way you can trigger the turn signals, 3 modes. You can use the Lumos Remote, you can use the Lumos app, and I'm going to show you that in just a minute, and you can use traditional turn signals with the Lumos app for the Apple Watch. That's right. This is the cool thing. I think the app is pretty simple, it's pretty cool. Let me show you what you can do. When you first open the Lumos app, if the helmet's not on, you can see mission control, but you have no functionality, okay? Once you turn it on, with a quick flick of that switch, you notice that you have confirmation that you're connected. So I'm connected to my Lumos Ultra, and you can change the modes, just like I showed you before on how you change the modes by just flicking the button. I can go from solid to quick flash number 2. I can push number 3 and get a slow flash or just the regular flash. You can also control your brightness. This will help you reduce. I'm going to leave it as bright as it can. Now, in addition, you've got a couple other helmet settings that you can adjust. You can go to helmet settings, and that allows you to control whether or not you want your helmet to beep and talk to you. Okay, you can have it beep when you turn it on or off, and you can disable that feature. You can also have it signal and change the signaling, the audible cues of when you're doing a left turn or a right turn. You also can decide whether or not you want to be notified if the battery level is low, either when you're turning the helmet off or when you're down to just 1 bar. You can make a decision on when you want to be notified if there is a battery level problem. You can also use the signal lights, as I said, and I'll do that for you right now. Let's turn the helmet around. Okay, I'm going to go into left turn. You can see the left turn, and it's beeping once. You can hear the beep. I can turn it off just by tapping it again, and it goes back into flash mode. Then I can do the right line, and you notice it's going 2 times. It's beeping twice. That lets me know it's a right turn. Just in case I might have hit the wrong button, it gives you that audible cue. So that's something else you can do with the app. So if you have a handlebar mount on your bike, you can go ahead and just launch the app and use that if you don't want to use either of these remotes. Finally, there is a feature in here. You have to set up an account with Lumos where you can actually track your rides, keep track of your GPS notes and all that. I haven't actually used this because frankly I think there are a lot of other apps out there that are more specialized to this. One that I really like to use is Relive, and there are definitely others out there. So, but Lumos does offer it, and that's a little bit about their app. Now, as I said before, if you don't want to use the app and you want to go ahead and use the Lumos Remote Lite, since my Lumos Remote is worthless, it's a brick at this point, I can go ahead, and if this is mounted to the handlebars, left turn, turn it off, back to flash mode, right turn, turn that off. So, very simple, works real easy, is very, very cool. But you know what's even cooler? is the Apple Watch. So, you know, we all work, for us who have the Apple Watch, we all have our workouts and all that, but there's a lot of extra functionality in here. And Lumos has built an app that you need to launch when you go on your ride that allows you to use traditional signals, right, that we use on a motorcycle or a car, such as left turn, pointing to the left, extending your arm out, right turn, go ahead and then going at a right angle or showing off your muscles right there. To turn the signal off, you just shake your hand a couple times like this. So the way that you have to do that is turn the helmet on. I'm on right now. I'm going to go into solid mode, just like that. And you got to launch the Lumos app. Launch Lumos. Okay, and then there's just a very simple, by the way, if you've never done this before, there is a calibration procedure that you go through. I won't bore you with that, but essentially what it has you do, sit on your bike, push calibrate, and then asks you to put your hands in those various turn signal positions and also put them on your handlebars so that it knows exactly where and how to detect if you're actually using your arms to indicate a turn of some sort. So I'm going to go ahead and start that. This is an experiment. I don't know if it's going to work because usually I do this. I'm on the bike, so we're going to pretend like we're riding here. So I'm starting it right now, and it's measuring. So now here I am. We're cruising down the road, riding our nice Gazelle Ultra TM, whatever it is, and I'm going to make a left turn. Okay, you can hear the visual and the audible, but we are now going left. Now to come back to the handlebar, shake your hand a couple times. Maybe a little more aggressive. There you go. You got to figure that out. So it takes a little more aggressive mood. Now let's make a left turn. I mean a right turn. Oh wait, we didn't do that right. Let's go right. 2 beeps for the right turn. Back in riding position, we're turning. Okay, shake it, let's shake it. Okay, see, there it went off a lot faster. So that's how the integration of the Lumos Ultra helmet works with your Apple Watch in order to trigger turn signals on the back. It just thought I was doing that. So that's how you activate turn signals using the Lumos app on your Apple Watch and your Lumos Ultra helmet while riding your bike. Pretty cool, I think. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk to you a little bit is about the manufacturing and the build and the quality and the comfort of this helmet. First of all, you can see I've chosen the matte black color and with the kind of gray speckled foam. It's available in 5 colors. I don't remember which one. This is the one I chose, but I'll put a list to them down below or here on the screen right now. It's inside. It's a typical bicycle helmet in terms of it's got a some padding and a little kind of suspension system, which includes the MIPS features, the safety feature for your brain protection. The rear portion of this helmet, where the wheel, the headband adjustment wheel is, it kind of moves a little bit. Now it's very similar to my Smith MIPS helmet as well. It has a similar comfort system in there, a little suspension system, but the difference here is my Smith has the adjustment wheel, but the wheel is not set in a housing. That's number one, which I like better, and this doesn't move. So when I need to put on and take off my helmet by twisting and turning the headband, it's very easy to get my fingers around it because I can just turn it. Now, I don't know what Lumos was thinking, maybe because they wanted to have some more branding on here and they spend a little more money in manufacturing, but they've got the same kind of wheel, but it's buried beneath this housing. And also, because this thing moves up and down like this, when it's on your head and you're adjusting, it's hard to get the top thumb or finger on top of that wheel. So you're kind of relegated to, and if your hands, maybe you've got some sunscreen on or whatever, you sweat, you can't really turn this. You need to use both fingers. So when I have this on my head, I find it very difficult to turn the headband adjustment because the fact that this moves. It doesn't do that on my Smith. So I think in the design, that's a weak part of the Lumos helmet. It's got nothing to do with the technology nor the protection. It's just got to do with that fit and comfort and ease of use. So Lumos, my suggestion to you, go ahead and fix that so this thing doesn't move, or just get rid of the housing and have a wheel there. I mean, this looks cool, but form over function? No. When it comes to this helmet, it's all about function, and the function here is to be safe and comfortable. I'd like that. And one of the other things is, what's this all about? One more thing. Let's scratch it off. Okay. So now I've got the code. You can activate a boost feature, which will give you even more brightness to your lights. That's only going to decrease your battery life, so use that when you really need extra visibility, extra brightness. This is the Lumos Ultra Helmet, $119, comes in 5 colors. I got the large medium. They've got some information on the website about how to size it for you. It comes with the Lumos Remote light, which allows you to mount it to your handlebars to trigger the 2 lights in the back for turn signals. But I really love the safety features of this helmet. I love the integration with my Apple Watch for activating the turn signals.
Oh, just one more note here while I'm out testing my Lumos Ultra helmet here. You know, the whole thing with the Apple Watch, where you have to launch the app there in order to effectuate the turn signals by using your hand. Well, the problem there is if you're using another app, like I use the Apple Workouts app so I can record my workouts. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. Launching that Lumos app so that you can activate the signal lights with your Apple Watch via hand movements cancels the Apple workout, so you don't get that that recording of the workout on your cycling. So anyway, that is a bit of a compromise and a fail. I thought I'd just break in right now while we're talking about this otherwise pretty excellent helmet.
And I really truly think the build and design of it, for the most part, is really good, except for the headband adjustment wheel in the back. So links to Lumos below. Check out my other reviews, the Ortlieb bag reviews and the rock form. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, click the notifications, and I'll see you on the next one. If it's not reviewing a cool little product like the Lumos Ultra Helmet, maybe it's from an exotic locale somewhere off in the world. I'm Alan KARL, World Rider. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for subscribing. This is Alan. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.